Okay, we're back for week 2 of the Kromcrush Duelers League. Welcome everybody. Solomon Sin on the desk with myself, Best Mage, and Solo. How are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you doing, best mage?
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Okay, so I do believe that the first series is about to begin, as we have a new location and looking to get week 2 underway and get some duels under our belt this fine Friday evening. So shout out to Sporky and Alchemist and all the guys that have kind of stepped up to help us. Got some new admins this week, some new players. So I'm excited to see what we can come out with today. Solo, any thoughts yourself?
Really looking forward to Texas Roadhouse's duel. I hope he does well today. As far as, do you have a prediction of who you want to win? Or who you think might win?
Um, I'm gonna have to go with last week's champion McBolt of Classically Trained. Okay, actually the first duel is actually underway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cast that one. So it looks like a polymorph going on out onto Texas Roadhouse. Kodai versus Texas Roadhouse. Mage Hunter duel. It looks like he's going for the kill pet strategy and didn't quite get the kill before the polymorph broke, and now Texas is able to create some distance. He gets the nade off. His pet's still alive. He gets some big damage. Nice trap too. Texas Roadhouse playing really well. He needs to keep the distance, and he does exactly that. And takes Kodai down. 1-0 Texas Roadhouse. And just quickly, Texas is from Welcome, and Kodai is from Classically Trained. So shout out to those guilds.
I missed that one. I didn't know we were starting.
Yeah, it's we had a quick start tonight. That's good. Just a shout out to all the people that are here. Make sure you have PvP off. Make sure you have PvP off, guys. Okay, the admins are setting up the second duel.
Texas with the grenade. It's a good sheep off.
Yep, Texas doing a good job so far. Half health on Kodai. He finally lands the sheep. He might opt to kill the pet. He's doing exactly that. Kona Cold going out. Frostbolt. This should finish the trick here. So he will be able to take down the pet. Although he's getting a lot of spell pushback, it looks like. And so much that the polymorph broke as he only was able to get one Frostbolt off. I mean, that's looking too good. He's also Kodai will certainly go down here. Texas Roadhouse doing an amazing job handling the mage from Classically Trained and picking up 2 points for Welcome. First series goes to Welcome and Texas Roadhouse, who will also be joining us on the desk. Okay. A job well done. A job well done by Texas Roadhouse. And gonna go ahead and update the bracket, and I will link that in Twitch chat. Twitch chat. Oh, that's the wrong link. I don't want to send you guys that. Oh, shit. Okay, that's the bracket for tonight. Check it out. Keep up to date. We will be updating it as the duels get going. Yeah. Okay, let's see who the admins summon for the next duel. It does look like on the bracket it should be Kalba and Odinson. So let's just go ahead and take a look. They're right in front of me. I didn't need to look at the bracket. Kalba and Odinson. Oh. Solo, you're not here?
What do you mean? I'm right behind you.
Oh.
No, somebody asked if they prime sub if they could come watch.
I mean, yeah, of course. But
Hello, guys.
Texas Roadhouse, how are you doing? And congratulations on taking the first series of the day.
Thank you. Doing good. Fortunately, that mage wasn't very well geared. Fortunately for me, I guess.
Yeah, I think you did a really good job creating the distance. Dude, it was pretty unfortunate for him. He was going for the kill pet strategy. Dude, your pet alone pushed back his frostbolt so many times that he only got one frostbolt off on an entire polymorph on you. Oh, sorry, there is a duel going on. I'm just gonna jump back to that one. Kaba gets opened on, or sorry, Odinson gets opened on. He gets the uncontested opener, which stealth classes get. Not much damage being used there. And they're both fairly even health. Dots have been applied. Vampiric braces up. He gets a blackout stun. Mind Flay's going out. Another blackout stun, and it's just game over. Back-to-back blackout stuns for Odinson. Clearly just handling Kaba. I'm not even sure if I saw a fear there. I might have missed it, but really well done by Odinson. Really handling the rogue. And, of course, Odinson representing Signatus, Relentless, has Kaba entered in the tournament. And, any thoughts on this, Texas? On what you can, what maybe Kaba can do better?
I missed the beginning there, but it looked like it was just straight up grenade into full combo from Odinson. And Calba really, I think he was. I imagine he saved cooldowns there, maybe thinking that the Shadow Priest is going to go big in the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking to at least get a win in the second one with cooldowns because he didn't really have much going on there. It was a blackout proc though, so.
I think he got two.
But he didn't seem to really react much to there. So we'll see what he does in the next round.
Yeah, I think he probably. Yeah, I think you're right.
Troll? Is that just a random mob?
Yeah. Random mobs. They're like level 6, man. They're nothing. One mob spawns every so often. It's not a big deal.
Level 8.
Level 8.
Troll.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When I was funny story. When me and No Matter What, shout out to him. He has 2 characters just to summon for this event, outside of his main account. And so me and him
transforms.
Oh shit! Yep. Let's go. Uncontested opener is coming out any second now. He's surely gonna wait for the shield to fall. A nice little trick. Actually, he didn't do that. Okay. There's the fear.
The shield to fall, but didn't wait long enough.
Doesn't break the shield.
Fears right out of the. Not the best opener for Calba there.
Nope. Okay.
He applies dot pressure. Kiting back. Calba sprints up. Net works though. Grenade either misses or resists. This is not looking good with that net. He's gonna sit in that. He's given up.
Oh man, Calba just got handled by the Shadow Priest.
That was pretty one-sided. I think he gave up with that net. The net to seal the deal.
Absolutely, yeah. Odinson, and I remember last week he had actually faced
that was Odison's net too. Odinson redeems himself from the loss to the Paladin last week with the unfortunate fear.
Yeah.
Takes an easy 2-0 over the rogue.
Yeah, he definitely played that amazing. I mean, that was like flawless. I really thought that Calba had a good showing last week, and I really thought that maybe there would be a little bit more pressure there. Maybe that matchup doesn't stack up as well as I thought it did. But Odinson really coming out strong in this one, and I mean, that was fairly impressive. I thought there would be at least a little bit more of an even duel, but it looks like he came ready to play this week, and he's not messing around. So congratulations, Odinson of Signatus, and thanks, Calba, for coming out.
Yeah, I didn't catch the opener on the first one, which is actually, the big deal for rogues in their opener. But the second one there, he cheap shot and immediately got feared. So there was no follow-up out of that cheap shot, and it doesn't seem optimal, that's for sure. Whether it's a kidney or some type of sap shenanigans, vanished sap. I mean, he just cheap shot, got feared. So I don't know what he was exactly planning to do. But once he gets that fear off and he's so far away and then that net, there's no way for him to come back. And he actually just gave up. He stopped doing everything. So
yeah. I mean that was a really well placed net. Unfortunately, he missed his nade as that net went out. So I think missing the nade was just GG.
The next duel is.
I keep muting myself.
Versus Mini Merlin, Mage versus Priest.
Yep, Mage Priest duel. It looks like instead of a Shadow Priest this time we'll have a Discipline Priest in Trizzy.
Interesting. Okay.
Of course, he is the GM of Lifted, so expect to see some pretty good plays out of him. Lifted obviously is a very, very strong guild on our server, and of course Dope Boys Mini Merlin Mages always have a strong showing, so we'll see who comes out on top. I'm not sure. I think this could go either way. What are your thoughts, Solo?
I think Drizzy's got this one in the bag, but you never know. Maybe Mini Merlin's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Looks like they will be the 10 yards apart, and the duel is starting. Here we go. We see an early fear. He opts to cast a rank 1 Frostbolt into a polymorph. Maybe a misplay because it wasn't enough distance, and he wasn't actually able to get the polymorph before the fear. But here he is. He sheeps the power infusion. It actually worked out for him quite nicely, I would think. He's going to line up some damage here. First, he's going to go for a resheep, maybe a full reset. He lets the dot fall off. He doesn't drink or eat. Questionable play. He does go for the Shatter combo that does absolutely 0 damage to Trizzy. Nice Dispel, eliminating the Shatter. Shield going up. He does get through that. Lands a full Fear onto Mini Merlin, just playing in his face. Full Battle Priest right now. Forces the Ice Block. Mini Merlin counterspells Trizzy and will lock him out. A nice Spell Reflect on the Frostbolt, doing half his life bar. And then it follows up with a Mind Blast Smite combo, takes him down to 9% health and finishes the duel. Excellent job by Trizzy there. Excellent use of the Reflector as well, the Frost Reflector trinket it looked like. And or Gyro Freeze Ice Reflector. Nice job, Trizzy, and well played so far. 1-0 lifted.
I really like that Trizzy decided to start casting while Mini Merlin was an Ice Block. Kind of reading that he was going to drop it early. Well played.
I'm a little curious why Mini Merlin wanted to keep that duel so close in terms of spacing. You'd think with polymorph opportunities to get drinks off and bandages and distance, he'd want to. I mean, he went to that first sheep and he just kind of stood next to the sheep, you know, and he didn't really do anything with the sheep. I know he had a dot on him, but if you get some spacing there, he opens up more opportunities to reset the duel. He got a good sheep on the power, the power infusion. I don't know. The spacing was pretty bad there.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, Texas. I do think that was the downfall. That he, just from the start to the end, the entire time, he just let Trizzy play on him. And, I mean, having an ability like Blink with multiple slows, you got to create that distance. And it just felt like maybe it was a bit of a misplay to not do that. So I think you nailed it. We'll see what he does the second duel. I mean, the thing is you can save Blink for fears, right? Like, you don't want to sit a 9-second fear, or whatever it is, 8 seconds. And you have an ability that can basically allow you to not get hit by that ever. So,
right.
2 fears back to back while Trizzy's just standing on you is a little bit concerning. But we'll see if he can turn it around this duel and come back and even the series.
Yeah, the way the Mage is going to win this is by taking some punishment from the Priest, getting that polymorph off, and going back to full HP mana while the Priest just lose mana over time. So just going head-to-head in that 10-yard radius. He's going to lose every time.
I would have to agree with you. We will see. We got some cheerleaders routing for or cheering for Trizzy. It looks like in the peanut gallery. That's pretty cool to see. He's got the support of his guild here. That's awesome. Looks like they're just getting the last couple drinks here and self buffs, and then they will begin the duel. Oh, we got some Trizzy haters as well. A little bit of both. We got a little bit of both.
Pretty rowdy crowd this
yeah. That's awesome. I love it. Well, it looks like our fellow caster Solo is biased towards one of the competitors. I'm just kidding. Oh, nice. We see the blink on the fear. Okay, here we go. We're into the duel. He has to create more distance. Trizzy is dispelling the slows, and Merlin is not keeping running. He's stopping to cast, and he's allowing him to get the fear. A little misplay. He blinked. He got it. He stopped. He tried to cast. It wasn't enough. A Holy Fire takes him to half health, and he counterspells, but this smite's surely going to finish him off. I don't see him.
Frost Nova.
Oh, man. Oh, he blocks it. Okay, that's a good block. He got through the power infusion. He has no self-healing. He needs to land a sheep. And
he needs to reset.
Yep. It's So in that situation, I think the only play he could have done is a full reset, which would involve a polymorph into a bandage, evo, or just a simple drink and eat. But unfortunately, wasn't able to land any of those. Good job, Mini Merlin. Thank you for coming out, man. And Trizzy, congratulations on picking up 2 points for Lifted. And moving on to the next round.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Disc Priest matchup, but I don't think it changes much from Shadow Priest. You're going to want to have that mana battle. That mage is going to want to definitely have a mana battle and fatigue the priest almost. And going head to head, that's not the mage's strength there. There's a little bit of distance, good mobility in the beginning, but ate that fear. No polymorph ever that second duel.
Yeah, and you really need that. Thanks, Mini Merlin, for coming out, though, and, you know, there's always room to improve, no matter who you are. You can always improve, right? So, I mean, good GG's, man, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Dope Boys, for sending him out here to compete. I know there's a little bit of a last-minute substitution there, but nonetheless, thank you, Dope Boys. Thank you, Mini Merlin. And we're on to the next series, which does look to be like my personal favorite and longtime friend, Rez versus facing Friends with Benefits, Styleezy. So
another Rogue Priest. Okay, second one so
Yeah,
far.
Rogue Priest again. Styleezy waves to the crowd. Welcome to the Duelers League, man. And we'll see what Rez can do here. I do have a lot of faith in this man. He is the sole reason the KDL exists. Rez of Signatus. He's the one that came up with this idea, and he's an extremely talented player. He actually just finished playing in the GCD Arena Tournament about an hour ago for 3v3 on Retail WoW. So expect to see some good stuff out of him. And here we go. The Rogues do get an uncontested opener. Keep that in mind. We see the sap going out. Full shield. He just opens on it. Cheap shot. He's going to just stand there. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, what?
He gets a re. Oh, maybe he was trying to force a trinket or like a fear. He was probably trying to, I don't even know. There's got to be some science behind that, but nonetheless, he does opt to gouge. He gets the fear, he trinkets it, and here he goes. He's taking chunks out of Styleezy. He does get dotted, making a re-stealth a little bit hard for him. I think the nade gets resisted. Unfortunate. There's a flash heal going out. He does land it, no kick. Mind blast now. He is going to be able to land the Mind Blast, and now he casts another heal, but he gets blinded on it. Rez can surely get a re-stealth here, and just before he gets ticked out, or he's going to bandage in between ticks. Oh, it actually fell off. The dot fell off. He's able to get a nice bandage in. He's going to, oh man, he's going to garrote. He gets a reopen cheap shot into a kidney and kills him. Insane plays. Nice job by Rez. Well handled. Executed that to perfection. And
he transitioned from that bandage to sap so quick. I didn't think he had enough time to do it, and it was so flawless. That was pretty well played. I'm still confused about what that opener was, though, right? That opener did not look.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that opener was going, but the rest of it looks so good.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you
about what he was doing there.
I have to agree with you. I will be shooting him a message, but I don't want to distract him right now. I don't want to distract myself as well. That was definitely a questionable opener. I don't think you, or Solo has any idea.
To sap and come out of stealth and cheap shot and stand.
The only thing I can see is he was either trying to bait. He was probably trying to bait the fear. I think that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. But here we go. Nonetheless, we're starting the second duelist series. Rez is up 1-0. He does get dotted and feared immediately on his opener, eating a Mind Blast. Yep, no trinket. And
so far, look at that distance.
Oh, what a fear. He might be able to get a re out of this. It looks like he is going to stay over there. He's going to let the dot fall off, and then he's going to get a re-stealth. Oh, nice. He just gets it just in time where the range was going to allow Styleezy to get him. He does get dotted, though, out of stealth somehow.
Yeah, he found him.
Interesting. Oh, perception probably. Human Priest makes sense. He lands another fear with no trinket. This could definitely be the duel for Styleezy. He does get a cast off. Rez really just needs to one-shot him right here, or safe cooldowns for the next duel. Here we go. Kidney shot going out. He does take him about half health. 43% on Styleezy. Gets a shield out. He gets blinded. If Rez gets the re-stealth here, he can end the duel, but he does have a dot on him. So this is a very down to the
no.
wire. It will basically be, is the dot going to kill him? He does get some food ticks and a sap. He saps the food ticks.
Yeah.
He will be able to heal up here, get a re-stealth, and one-shot Styleezy, I believe. And this should be the duel,
Ooh.
but not in a lot of damage coming out of him. But here we go. Here it comes. And, oh, it's so close.
Oh, he doesn't
He
even
gets
get to
it.
play the second half of the duel.
gets it.
Styleezy.
Nice job.
Rez pulls that out. That was pretty clutch.
Nice job,
If
Brez.
you watch that duel back, I bet no one thinks that Rez has that win after that long, and then getting caught out of stealth on the re-stealth. No, you don't think he wins from that point like ever, right? And he just pulls that out.
Yeah, man, that was well played by Rez. Definitely a good job. Styleezy, thank you for coming out, man, and better luck next time. Styleezy's been here both weeks, so seems to be a returning competitor. Friends with benefit. Thank you for sending him, and better luck next time.
I was informed that he opened the way he did to get him to drop shield.
That's what I'm being told as well, which makes sense. That's I can't believe we didn't pick up on that.
Shield?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, why would he not follow up on the cheap shot? I don't get it.
Like to let the power word shield wear off.
Okay.
It makes sense. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he's doing, but
Yeah, I feel like he could have just waited.
I'm with you on this, Texas. I feel like there was something else at play there, but we can't confirm or deny, so we're just gonna leave it open to speculation. And
It gives him a combo point.
oh well, that's
why.
it. Yep.
Okay.
That makes the most.
That
sense,
makes the
yeah.
most sense. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. So he gets a combo point. And then, yeah. Sorry, we actually missed the next two. We need to stop talking like that. Nova and Fishing Kids. Dope Boys versus Lifted. Nova does get a solid beginning to the duel. He does blind Fishing Kids, but he breaks early and counter blinds Nova. So both blinds being used here. He does get a sap into a first aid, completely resetting the duel. And this could be the change that Fishing Kids needed. It was looking pretty scary for him, but here we go. He does get he gets an uncontested opener here, which is very, very nice. And here we go. Cheap shot. Big Dam coming out 59% into a kidney shot. 24%, 19% still in a kidney, and just deleted. Nice job by Fishing Kids.
Unbelievable.
That was Fish's opener, right? I missed the beginning of that. Though.
Yeah, I did too. I'm actually just confirming.
So that was Fish's opener. That the result of that duel and the way it looked makes a lot of sense, right? Because it's probably it's gonna switch sides here. Maybe a complete reversal of what we just saw.
They're fighting.
Okay, so Fish had the opener here. Standard opener into a blind. Nova's already 40% HP. Saps. Let's see what he does out of the sap here. Gonna get all his energy back. He might just be able to close this out.
I think so. I think this is the duel.
I don't think Nova's gonna get to play here.
Nope. GG. Fishing Kids handling him. Okay. So Fishing Kids moves
Nova's
on.
opener in the first one, and it just got turned
Right.
around.
So the way it works is for stealth versus non-stealth, the stealth class always gets the uncontested opener, meaning they get an opener for free. When it's a stealth versus a stealth, they rotate uncontested openers, and then I believe we have it set up, and don't quote me on this, but I do believe that it's a roll for the third one, but we didn't make it to a third duel, so Fishing Kids just won straight up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go down and yeah.
Good luck, Texas.
Okay. Yeah, good luck, man.
Man, I really hope Texas does well today. I know I shouldn't be biased, but Oh, you're still in here.
For anybody interested, the bracket is linked in Twitch chat. Solo, if you need the bracket.
Can I be moved?
I'll link it as well.
Yeah,
I can.
perfect.
Oh wait, I can't move him.
Nah, he can move himself.
I also can't get into the admin channel
The admin channel.
like earlier during the meeting, but I got moved in. It's no big deal.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like they're fighting. Texas off to a strong start. Pet's feared.
Yep. So Texas.
Fascio down to half.
Oh, he's got the mana drain. He's got Fascio completely with a Viper Sting. There's just there's no hope. Texas Roadhouse just handles him. Absolutely zero chance for Relentless and Fascio there. Texas just taking his mana away, pumping him at max range. No hope of a fear. No mana to do anything. And unfortunately, Fascio just falls. So welcome, and Texas Roadhouse go up 1-0 in this series. Also, I just want to clarify something. I did just touch on the stealth versus stealth duels. There is actually a rule in place. So let me just read it to you guys so that what I just said is not taken as the actual rule. So the stealth classes rotate openers. So one would get one opener, then the next duel they would switch. The third duel, if it makes it to a third match, will begin with both rogues at 20 yards apart in stealth, commencing the duel without moving beyond the 20-yard perimeter.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Texas strong opener. He does have dot pressure on him, taking 6% of his health every tick. And here we go. 66% for Fascio. He's down to 58. He is getting mana drain, but he is able to pump a lot more damage onto Texas Roadhouse. And it looks like he's just going to delete him, actually. Somehow he gets a shield. I'm not sure what the fuck that shield is, but Fascio is able to end the duel. And
my boy Fascio repping Relentless real well that one. Was that Arena Grand Master possibly? It didn't look like it, because doesn't it look a little bit different than normal?
we'll have to ask him when he comes in again. I don't know all the items and
Yeah.
stuff in Classic. Did kind of look like a powered shield, but you can't do that to somebody when they're dueling, so it must have obviously been some item. Okay, so we're at 1-1. We got a series here. This is our first series to make it to 3 duels. We're into the third one here. It was AGM. Apparently, I'm being told it was AGM. We will we'll ask him when he gets back in here. 1-1. First duel to go to 3 so far. The winner of this next duel takes the duel. And also, I just opened the belt that did give him the absorb. If you want to pull that up in your Twitch chat, Solomonson.
Yeah.
This is the item we
That as
just
well.
saw. It does provide you with a shield. So a nice use of that item for sure, but not actually able to do anything. Who's this other caster? He doesn't sound like he knows anything. I am. Are you talking about me?
I think he means me.
I think I don't know. There's 3 of us. You'll have to be more specific, because I mean, me and Solo, we're both doing our best, man. It's just a fun community event. This is not BlizzCon, so we're learning a lot as weeks go on. But anyways, a fear going out onto the pet, not onto Texas. Texas able to get the thorium grenade off, which does look like it gets resisted, and Fascio resisting that.
With no mana.
Oh my god,
Come on,
dude, that was the
for
luckiest.
the win.
That was the luckiest resist. Nice job, Fascio Relentless The Shadow Priest taking out our fellow caster on the desk tonight. Texas Roadhouse of Welcome. Reversing the series from 0-1 to 2-1 and taking it to round 3. Congratulations on moving on. Relentless and Faccio and Texas Roadhouse. We'll see you on the desk in just a second, buddy.
Looks like Faccio finally learned how to play the game.
Ah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
he had me fooled on the first one. The first one was pretty easy.
Can you confirm with us, Texas, that shield at the end of Duel 2 was Gnomish Harm Prevention Belt?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
That is what it was. Cool. Cool. Well, yeah, good duels, man, and fuck, I thought you had that, man. Yo, he got lucky on that resist on your nade at the end.
Yeah. So the first one, he was caught off guard by the Shadow Reflector, and he didn't seem to know how to react with that at the opening the duel, so it went pretty easy. The second one, I got kind of lazy, and he had that big heal at the end that I thought he was just dead, and then he took it. And the third one, he broke my trap pretty early, and I didn't react very well to that, and I got double blackout procced on, and he just destroyed me. Yeah, and the nade resisted too. Yeah, I thought I had the third one for sure. That sucks. He does crazy damage.
Okay.
That max rank mind play.
Yeah.
Who's up next? Spizzard and Gucci Man, another relentless guy. Gucci Man from Classically Trained. Oh, looks like they're off already.
Yep, they are off already. Gucci Mane able to get a stealth. Spizzard, of course, the mage of Relentless versus Classically Trained Gucci Mane. Okay, so we have a rogue versus mage duel. These ones are some of the best ones. They have the potential to go either way. So look for that to happen. Spizzard casting some rank 1 AoE, trying to get him out of stealth. Highly unlikely, just in such an open area. He might want to even get a tick of mana, I don't know. He does, looks like he does get blinded on the opener. Okay, he uses the blind on the opener. He did break through his ice barrier. It's important to notice that. There is no shield for the mage. He's going to ice block the barrier, or the open. And Gucci Mane is going to cast a nade on the Nova, and I'm not sure if he's going to land that. It doesn't look like he lands it at all. He actually cancels the cast. He does land the second cast, though. That is huge. It might allow him to get a re-stealth, but it doesn't look like he does, as he gets counter-naded by Spizzard. A nice nade there. Oh, a huge Gyro Freeze Reflect from Gucci Mane back at Spizzard. It does slow him, allowing Gucci Mane to get some distance back, but he blinks away and ultimately able to get 2 Frostbolt casts off and surely a Cone of Cold to finish him here. And he does Cone of Cold finish him. Oh, shit! No way! He resisted the Cone of Cold or missed it! He gets gouged on it! He's holy shit! Fucking Gucci Mane just won the duel! Are you kidding me? Holy shit! What a fucking play, man! I don't know. I don't know if he missed the Cone of Cold or if he resisted it.
I think it's the 10 frost resist on the Gyro Freeze Reflector.
Either way, that Cone of Cold should have been the duel. And for whatever reason, Gucci Mane was able to not get hit by it, and then gouge, and then finish the duel. Insane plays by Gucci Mane. What a nice duel that was. That was fucking awesome. That was epic, and very, very close, down to the wire. And I think, what was that? 1 ice block used, 1 blind, so we'll see prep still. We have a cold snap, we have another block, and another blind. So...
It's got 15 frost resist on that reflector. Unless he has other frost resistance, that's pretty lucky to resist that 15 frost resist.
Okay. Looks like, here we go. Okay, he's going to open with a gouge here. Does get a crippling poison. He breaks through the ice barrier. There's still a mana shield. He reapplies the ice barrier with the mana shield. Lots of absorb for Spizzard here. He does miss. He dodges the nade with a sidestep. He gets a frostbite proc, but Gucci Mane able to get a re-stealth. He avoids the blizzard here. And here we go. Spizzard is looking to get him out of stealth. Highly unlikely, though, as Gucci opens. And it does look like he uses a little bit of a gap closer there. He gets Nova opening a shatter combo on the Kona Cold, forcing the second block. Gucci, nice job. Even though he was getting shattered, he was able to put enough counter pressure to force the ice block. And now he does have good positioning. He should have been able to get a restealth there. I'm not sure why he didn't. That was definitely 5 seconds. And
He jumped away.
Spizzard is able to just get the distance and kill him here. A little bit of a throw from Gucci Mane, I would say. Nice job by
Spizzard
Spizzard
down on the
there.
ice block face to face, and then he jumped away
Yeah.
as the ice block runs out and just goes the wrong direction, and you can't close that gap again.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, so here's important things to notice in this last duel, okay? Gucci Mane has his second blind. Spizzard has 0 ice blocks left. This is a huge advantage for Gucci Mane, meaning Spizzard cannot block the ice block the blind, which means Gucci Mane will be able to pop blind, stop anything that's happening, get her full reset, re-stealth, and open again. So he essentially gets 2 openers for free and can stop anything if he's in trouble. So the advantage here is definitely with the Rogue, although Spizzard is playing very well. So we'll see what happens as we go into this duel. Texas, if you want to call this one.
Okay. Actually, I missed the opener. So blinks away, looks like he's gonna poly. Grenade hits, shouldn't matter. Oh, gets out of the poly, chases him down real slow, gets the blind off here. Now there's no blocks for this, so he's not gonna be able to really get himself out of any open CC that comes here out of this stealth attempt. Already down to 10%, 28%. Kona Cold has some distance now. Let's see if he goes for reset. Ooh, Gnomish Death Ray. Channels that while he was in the Nova. Closes the range with the Gnomish Death Ray. Big damage.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a counterspell shatter combo. He was sitting in a full Nova. If he just counterspelled the Death Ray and then Nova, he would have won the duel, I think, maybe.
Really good use of the trinkets by Gucci Mane. The net last game and now the Gnomish Death Ray.
Yeah. Okay. Well, GG's both players. I think that was probably one of the more epic series we have seen in the Kromcrush Duelers League. But Spizzard, thank you for coming out, man. What a series that was. That one duel was arguably the closest duel we've ever seen in this league. So hats off to you. That could have definitely gone your way. Gucci Mane taking the series, classically trained, moving on to round 3. Does look like we have Zori versus Odinson next.
So, interesting thing here. Last week, Odinson lost to a Holy Paladin. Now, this is a Rep Paladin, so definitely a little different. But we'll see if he can get his revenge against the Paladin.
Yep, Iron Grenade being used. It does go
Zori
off.
just chasing him down. Hasn't really made contact yet. Feared, trinkets the fear into a blackout stun. Now there's some big distance here. Mind Flay. He's going to walk real slow up to him. Going to get some of his first melees in at this point. Still hasn't even broken through any shields. No actual damage yet. Mithril Dragonling's out. Odinson decides to kill that. Now he's running away. Zori's still chasing. Barely denting Odinson. Another Mind Flay. Just close range battle here. Silences him. Another Mind Flay is going to close it out while he's fully dotted. Not even bringing him below 80%.
Yeah.
He's going to try and heal up. Maybe reset the duel to some degree.
So,
Odinson is kind of low man, 35%. Zori's winning the mana battle, but has a lot of distance here to close.
He is actually a Holy Paladin, just to jump
go
in.
Eat drink. Zori stops only 1 tick there. Puts dots back up, still chasing him down real slow. Has the new AV weapon. Maybe a nice stun here could turn the tables here. Mana's low for both sides. Big fear here. There's no trinket for this fear. He shielded up, Mind Flaying with dots rolling. Still 50% health. A little bit of mana. Can get maybe another heal in. Mana game's about even. Heal brings him up to about half. It's going to start running again. Silenced. More dots, more Mind Flays. Mana dead equal, but the health is clearly one-sided to Odinson. Grenade lands. No resist here. More distance created. Zori's going to look to heal 1 last time, or 2 more heals. Walking slow with that Mind Flay, slowing him. Gets a stun, though. This is his chance to do big damage. He's going to need to really pump some damage out here. Going for a bandage. Dot's going to stop that, though. Fear. Melees while he's trying to bandage. Both players is bandaging each other's faces. Mind Flay with more dots. Zori's hanging in there, but no mana to heal after this. This should be the end of the duel. Oh, he squeaks out one heal, but baby heal. What a brawl.
Yeah, it's
Odie's
Both players
finally
out
out
of
of
mana.
mana. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna matter though. Dots are fresh. Bringing him down. He's getting a little bit one more fear. Gets out of the
hey,
fear.
balls.
Oh, he bubbles. He doesn't want to give this duel up. Odison's completely. Zori could do this. Goes for an eat drink, but he's one tick. Gets whammed on with the hammer. Chase him down again. No mana for both players. Dots do go up though. Another grenade lands. This is a long duel. 2 grenades have been used. Mind Flay, grenade from the other side from Zori. Gets another heal. Oh no, Odison trying to run away, looking for any mana he can gather here. Alright, full fear this time. Oh boy, this is far with fresh dots applied. Odison's gonna be able to eat and drink here. Yeah, he's gonna sit down. Zori can't stop. This is at least 2 to 3 ticks. Oh, that's a good 3 ticks there. 800 mana to work with. New dots applied. Oh, blackout's done. Into some wanding. Zori's gonna try and heal again. What a struggle. Surely this has to be the end of the duel here. Mind Flay. There it is. Wow. Just when you think the duel's over between Paladin and Shadow Priest, it just keeps on going.
Yeah, what a series that
Both
was.
players on everything
So,
out.
so just one thing really quick. It looks like he's using a new AV weapon, but it is actually a holy paladin, in fact.
Oh, is it a holy? I inspected him. I thought he was red when I looked. Okay.
It is a holy paladin. At least that's what their guild's saying. So, but
Okay, my bad about that. Yeah.
and another
Repeat of
interesting.
Odison's matchup last week.
Yeah, and that's another thing that leads us to the next point is Odinson was actually knocked out by a holy paladin in week 1.
Yeah.
And so it looks like he's adapted and looking to overcome that this week.
That was easily a 3-minute duel. That's probably our longest duel yet out of both weeks.
Yeah, that was quite long. So here we go. It's going to be duel number 2. It is 1-0 Odinson of Signatus versus Zori of Welcome. This is round number 2, I believe, and I'm going to link the bracket in Twitch chat. Text us if you want to take this duel away.
Sure, so kind of a repeat of what happened. Blackout stun at the start, though. That's going to really skew it in Odison's favor. Zori running at him again. Dots are taking... It's going to be a long battle again with mana being the determining factor here. Full fear here. Hill stops his progress though, so he doesn't have to run too far away. Odison looking to wand more. A lot more wanding going on than there was last game. I think he realized he's going to need as much mana as possible for this duel. More Mind Flays. Zori's pretty low. He's going to go ahead and heal up. Grenade stops his heal. Gets a couple heals off. Oh, Blackout stun stops. He's had a couple heals canceled at this point. And he's getting his little baby heals out. Still working to get above 60%. Odison applies dots, runs away. All right, Haj gets out of the Haj. Some more baby heals. Mind Flay slow walking at him. Fresh shield applied for Odison. More blue laser beams as he spins around him. Hammer not breaking the shield.
He's got freedom.
Yeah, he's just gonna run circles with the blue beam on him. Mana's about even though. This Zori's, I would say, is in better shape this time than he is last time in terms of the mana battle, because Odison's already almost but he needs to get a heal off. Ooh, he gets the heal off right before dying. He was at 79 HP. Goes up to 25%. He's fighting for the life. Odison's just all right. Wand time. Odison's finally out of mana, and Zori has plenty of mana to work with. But Odison is completely Now he's gonna slow run him down here. Grenade lands. That's a key grenade. Closes the distance. Here comes some hammer swings now. But a blackout proc. Oh, he's going to create so much distance here. There's no grenade to close this either. Dots reapplied. Odison gets probably one. Nope, not even a tick there. Here's a fear. Full fear. Mind Flays. Going to burn him up. Time to get those heals going. Now Zori is Haj lands though. See what he does with this. He's going to go for some more heals. Zori completely now. Odinson with a little bit of mana to work with. Reapplies dots. More blue beam. Block out proc. It's just not going to be enough. He has so much health to fight through, and not enough mana to get his health back up. Grenade lands, distance created. This is going to be the tough spot here for Zori to get out. Wand time. Wand's barely hurting him. Gets out of the fear though. Bubble going to chase him down. Long duel. Yeah, this is good. Uses the bubble to get his bandages going. Odinson decides he's going to do the same. Counteract the bandages. Grenade to stop the bandages. Now he's going to get some heal. Both players zoom. Both players high on life. This is going to be a battle. Blue beam again. Slow walking up. Doesn't do that much damage though. Getting some melee swings in. Far fear. Wanted him as he runs away so far. The dual range there with the flea. He's going to have to come back in. He should be able to make it. Both players below 5% mana. Slow walk up again. Such a struggle of a duel for both players. Grenade lands. There hasn't been many resisted grenades both duels. Ooh. Mind Blast ends it. He had enough. No more wanding, he said. Let's end this duel right now.
Probably the longest set of duels
Yeah.
we've had yet. That was incredible.
It's definitely
Really well played by Odinson.
yeah, it's definitely a long matchup playing a healer versus Shadow Priest, but nonetheless, like you said, Solo, it's well played by Odinson, and congratulations to him on taking the series. Like we said earlier, he got knocked out by a Holy Paladin last week, so it's always love to see people come back with an improved strategy and beat what they lost to last week.
I mean, I think it's interesting to look at how Odinson, how tough the duels were for him last week with a Holy Paladin, and I think he said 5 out of 7 fears were resisted, and I don't think many fears, if any, were resisted those 2 duels. So imagine if some of them fears were resisted. That duel just probably turns right around. I mean, that's why it looks so rough. I'm being told Zori canceled his Gnomish Death Ray at 0.1 left on the cast.
I was wondering why he did that. Yeah, I saw that too. I was wondering why he canceled it. He was so close. It was literally 0.1 away, and then he stepped out of it. And Odinson was at like 2k HP or something like that. It would have been a game changer for sure. I'm not sure what happened there though. Okay, McBolt versus Trizzy. We have the Warlock who won last week. The week 1 champion, McBolt of Classically Trained, facing Lifted's Guildmaster Trizzy, playing on the Disciplined Priest. And here we go. It looks like it's a pretty offensive battle so far. Flash Shield's being cast, a little Holy Nova there. He gets spell locked on the Flash Shield. This could be the game for McBolt. He's just doing so much damage. Now Trizzy will be able to free cast here, but he is taking quite a bit of damage. Curse of Tongues applied, slowing his cast speed by 60%. That's just wild, man. That's so much cast time. So a little bit difficult for Trizzy to get ahead, or at least get back on level footing here. He does get Death Coiled. Curse of Tongues falls off, replaced with Agony. And here we go. Flash Heal's being cast. And he does use something to give himself like 800 mana. But I don't think it's going to be enough. He's just going to go here. It's not looking too good. He's about sitting 50% health. He is going to be able to kill the pet, though, which could change the outcome of the duel, but I just highly doubt it with how low he is on everything. Yep, McBolt doing an excellent job just handling the Disc Priest, handling Trizzy. Not sure what he could have done better. Texas, what do you think Trizzy could implement as a strategy to maybe turn it around, if anything?
Warlock's always going to be tough, and that duel, it looked like a good battle, but really when you look at it, Trizzy didn't have any offensive pressure at all. It was just straight healing and trying to survive. And at one point it looked like it could have maybe swung when Trizzy had way more mana than McBolt did, but with life tap available, McBolt just can get mana anytime he wants it and just reapply the pressure. I don't think this is a very good matchup. I mean, all he's going to do is heal. I mean, and the Warlock just doesn't care. He's just going to keep tearing you up. So it'll be interesting to see what Trizzy decides to do here to counteract the Warlock pressure. It took him a while to kill a pet too. We'll see if he goes for a faster pet kill, maybe leave the pet alone. Oof.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I think this is the first Discipline Priest versus Warlock matchup we've seen. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah,
so
it is.
far, it's looking very one-sided and favored for the Warlock, like a lot of Warlock matchups are. But
Yeah.
just for all the viewers out there that did watch last week, or maybe you're new and tuning in, last week we did not have any rules on Soul Link Warlocks. The only rule is they can't use a Healthstone. And we changed it this week so they can only use one sacrifice per duel. We're going to see how that plays out. Soul Link still in play. Trizzy duffs his fear, actually gets resisted by everything, doesn't land a fear on a single pet. That's very unfortunate. And
He's got a zoo chasing him.
yeah, he's got the
Look at all those
zoo.
animals.
And he actually gets feared himself with dots on him. This is not looking good for Trizzy. Surely he'll be able to heal up a little bit. But again, it just feels like there's so much pressure. Eventually he will go and ultimately lose the duel. The zoo is on him, like you said, and he just wasn't able to land that fear. It just, they all resisted. Unfortunate. So much damage coming out. He's just he's chasing in for the fear, which is great. But it's just so hard to keep himself high enough HP while he's doing that. He does land the fear. He Holy Novas to get health here. He's casting the flash heal, and unfortunately just not able to land it in time. Just getting killed by the pets before he was able to finish that cast while McBolt was in a fear. And GG's to Trizzy. Thank you to Lifted for coming out here. You did pick up 2 points in the first round, so congrats on that. And better luck next time. McBolt moves on to round 3 and has a shot at taking week number 2 as well.
I think the Disc Priest is going to be looking in most matchups to just outlast its opponent, but against a Warlock, you're going to need to burst the Warlock down. There's really no outlasting a Warlock, right? I mean, he's just going to win the dot game, and the pet's hitting you, and he's so tanky. So Disc Priest, it just seems like the counter matchup, trying to outlast a Warlock is not going to work. All he was doing was shielding and healing. No offensive pressure at all. Nah, it's unfortunate.
Our first warrior of the day.
Okay. Rogue Warrior here. Rez the Rogue won his first matchup. Donnie had a bye. Rogue opens up. Cheap shot. In the kidney shot. Trinkets the kidney shot. Looked like a vanish, but instantly back into combat. Bleeds applied. Grenade lands. Gets some distance here. He's distancing the charge so well. Donnie wants to charge. Rez is not give. Look at the slow walk. Not giving it to him. There's the gouge. What's he gonna do with the gouge? Kidney shot. Nah, big damage here. Donnie's getting low, 25%. Chopping him down. Poison's applied. Yeah, he's just chopping him down. Those tiny cuts are gonna outdo the big slaps of the Warrior. You just see the spacing on the charge.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty fun
It's
to watch.
critical. It's critical. Most good players will look to do that, and Rez executed that to perfection. So nice job there. Yeah, as yeah, you don't want to give him that charge, man.
Yeah, Donnie is backing up. Rez is moving forward.
Yeah.
Donnie moves forward. Rez moves back. It was good. You can see what both players are going for there. Good spacing by Rez.
I have a question on the. I heard that the rules changed for warriors on the free action potion. Is that true?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
The only rule change for week number 2 so we're gonna try and not change rules for an entire season. Like, that's the goal. We're not out to change rules. Like, it's all set. But there was a clear advantage for Warlocks, and so we did try implementing the 1 sack. But anyways, we're gonna hop into this duel. And Rez does get the opener again, obviously. Thania taking quite a bit of heat. He eats a gouge out of that burst into an iron grenade by Rez, and now crippling poison.
Donnie gets to make his first action finally.
Yep, but does get blinded on that. Forcing this will be a re-stealth for Rez, and ultimately could end the duel just from his opener. Here we go. We see the cheap shot come out, and Rez is attempting to burst him pretty hard here, but he gets intimidating shouted, and he trinkets that. Goes back onto him with a gouge, looking to open after this and finish the duel, close it out. Here he goes, kidney shot, looking to close it out and move on to the next round. Round 3. He's just a second away. One more tick of damage. Thania holding on for dear life, and Rez closes it out. Nice job by Rez to eliminate Thania and secure the victory. Thank you for coming out, Dope Boys Thania, and Rez, congrats on moving on, man.
I'll tell you, it's so frustrating when a rogue gets to do everything he wants to do. Thania, he might have had 3 seconds of actually playing his character that entire second duel. I mean, he was locked down from one thing to the next, and the rogue just was able to take his whole health bar.
Without
It's
the
so
FAP,
frustrating.
it's a really hard matchup for warriors without the stun immunity, and with the stun immunity, it's still a difficult matchup. But that's coming from a warrior.
I'm just gonna run to the bathroom, boys. If you guys want to continue what you're doing, just letting you guys know.
All right, so our next duel here, we got Easy Blink the Mage for lifted versus the Kargath Bandit, the AFK Killer, the now Purge Blade holder Gondar from
AFK killer, nice.
from the Guild Welcome. I also hear he has less than 2 gold to his name. Here we go. Duel starts. He gets the opener.
Knowing
Taking
to
his time.
pickpocket
All
his
right.
own faction.
Opens up with a sap. Showing off his Purge Blade. Look how cocky he is. Gets Frost Nova off the bat, though.
Kona Cold coming
Into
out.
Kona Cold. Some arcane blast hitting Gondar. Gondar's
Grenade
chopping him up.
connects.
Grenade lands. Going for a polymorph reset here. Ooh, out of the polymorph he goes. Tries to
Nice
get another
trinket.
polymorph, but sprints right back in his face, chopping him up. Look at all that. Look how quick the movement is. Sonic out here, blinks away, gets some spacing, but Gondar's just going to close it. Frost Nova does land with a grenade to follow.
He's got the crippling poison. Is gone now with the ice
Blocks
block.
the blind. All right, reflects the
reflector.
Ooh, he's chasing him down. He needs more space, and Gondar's going to close it out.
Incredible. By the AFK killer Gondor.
Yeah, I heard that Gondar, how he preps for duels is he just imagines a player is not at his keyboard and he just really hones it in and just does his full opener without pretending like the player can't play back, and he has great success with it. He's really.
I heard he has your mother call you during your duel, so you're forced to answer.
Is that what he does? Makes you get away from the
that's
computer.
It, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gondar looking to make another deep run. Last week went into the semifinal and was bested by Beer Wizard the Mage. So had a little bit more success here in this Mage matchup. One block is down, so we'll see how the second one goes here. But I assume one block available to the Mage. All right, we got a sap. Sap gets a little proc with a frostbite. Cheap shot. Trying to get that shield to drop. Opens up Frost Nova, blinks away. Needs some distance here. No frost reflector for this, but the grenade lands. Gondar using that grenade perfectly. Blinks away, hits the grenade. Another Frost Nova. He's just going to die before he can get.
Yeah, wow, that was handled.
You can see Gondar waiting for that blink. As soon as that blink comes, that grenade is coming out right away, and there's no resist. That grenade lands, and he just gets to creep back in the distance, close that distance, and close the duel out. There wasn't any polymorphs that duel. There's one polymorph in the first duel. It was instantly broke by Gondar, and he tried to get a second one, but Gondar was just Speedy Gonzalez running circles around him, and he couldn't recover.
Yeah, no,
so Gondar figured out the Mage matchup. Good job for Gondar.
I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Yep, sure. So Gondar, the Kargoth Bandit, moving on to the semifinals, what would be the quarterfinals. So round number 3, and I just want to highlight that the next duel that he will be in, I think, will be one for the ages. It'll be Gondar versus Rez in the next Rogue versus Rogue duel. So that'll be interesting to see. Good job, Gondar, and Easy Bleak. Thanks for coming out, man. Better luck next time. Next matchup. Toggle from Friends with Benefit versus Fish and Kids, the Mage Rogue matchups. You love to see it. You love to see it because it's an actually pretty good duel and they can go either way. So
yeah, Toggle was out here last week. He played pretty well. Fish and Kids, I don't know much about at all. I haven't seen him at all dueling much, but he played very well in the Mage and the Rogue mirror in the first duel. So we'll see how he does against Toggle, who has some good experience in his belt, especially in this matchup. So. Standard sap opener, blinks away. A lot more distance created than our previous Rogue Mage duel.
Yeah.
into a poly. See, he's gonna sit. The poly is gonna sit in it. Good distance created, max range here into a big frostbolt. Tries to vanish, but that's not gonna work. That frostbolt lands.
That's unfortunate for
And
Fishing
he
Kids.
slow walk away.
Yep.
Grenade lands too. Another big frostbolt here.
Oh,
This time it does go off like he planned. Misses the frost nova. He's creeping back into range here. Applies poison. He's slowed now.
Oh.
Poly reset. Boom. Poly reset.
I just want to highlight when he vanished the second time there. That does mean he used prep, right? Or no?
I'm not sure. You mean after the second time you vanished? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
that's unfortunate. I don't think he wants to do that in a rogue mage matchup because that means that he cannot blind twice. Using it all in one duel. But
into a net. The net. The perfect net. The net backfire that actually works in his favor brings him closer. Now he's face to face. He's looking to get a re-stealth, I believe.
Oh, it blinds him at 2.5% health. First aids, forces the block from Toggle. Toggle comes out of the block and finishes the duel. A nice job by Toggle, opting to use the ice block out of the blind. That's always the play. And good job. I think it's really unfortunate that Fishing Kids does use his prep there because that means that he will not have another blind for the remainder of the series. And he lost this one. So this is heavily favored in Toggle's side right now. And we'll see what happens, but a nice job by Toggle just handling Fishing Kids with relative ease there. That net at the end was pretty cool, though. They're both just beside each other.
That's the ultimate net that you want, right? You want that net to bring you into melee range, lock you both down there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
We're gonna Fishing Kids is gonna need to have some tricks up his sleeve for this next one.
I think so.
No major cooldowns, and a block still remaining for Toggle.
Yeah. Yeah, if he didn't have his second block, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But since he does have a block, it's not looking too good. So we're just waiting. It does look like the duel has begun. And here we go, the uncontested opener. Fishing Kids closing in. Okay, we see the blink on the opener into a Nova. He is able to correctly vanish the polymorph cast on this one, so maybe he didn't use prep, I don't know. But he is able to get a re-stealth, that's what matters. And here we go, he's going to open a second time, but he does get Nova'd. And Toggle blinks, but lots of damage from Fishing Kids here. Using the block on no blind, but he's going to opt to use it for a shatter combo, never mind. He's going to polymorph bandage, a nice play, full reset from Toggle. And surely he'll be able to get something going out of this. No ice blocks remaining, and I believe there might actually be a blind in play since we did just see a vanish come out. So,
the blind actually already went off.
Okay.
Blind there.
Okay, great. Okay, so neither cooldown, both are out of major cooldowns. Toggle gets naded here. Fishing Kids just sitting the root. Kona Cold, shatter onto him, does about 1k damage. A nade coming out. This is the game here. Frostbolt coming out should finish him, and that's the game.
That was
close.
A good try. I thought Fishing Kids had it there,
Yeah.
but he got the reset with the net into the bandage and the polymorph.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I think I'm with you on that. I thought Fishing Kids actually had that there, but a nice job by Toggle. Fishing Kids definitely seen him out PvPing on Kromcrush quite a bit. So thanks for coming out, man. Glad you were here. Thanks for Dope Boys for sending him. And Friends with Benefit, Toggle moves on to the third round. We got one round left in this series, and then we're going to take just a 5-minute break, give everybody a little breather, and we'll be back for round 3, the semis, and of course the grand finals.
I'm so excited for this next match. I talk to both these players pretty often. Sunday, the Druid versus a Hunter that I talk to pretty often, and this is such a tough matchup for the Hunter. Both me and this Hunter here actually went out last week to a Druid. It's a hard matchup. The Druid kind of has counters for every one of the Hunter's moves. And Sunday is an excellent Druid. So I'm interested to see what skill stock has, because it's rough.
Yeah, for sure. Solo, I will accept this duel. I just I want to cast this game here.
Oh, sorry. That was for the
Okay.
intermission.
Scatter trap. He's going. He's okay. I actually missed what he just cast. Whoops. Okay, so he gets the spacing. I was wondering when he's gonna get spacing. Hunter's Mark applied. Sends the pet in. Aim shot. Not a crit. Slows him down with concussive. Charge goes off for the bear though, and this is where it gets dicey for the hunter. Raptor strike. Sunday's in his face. Entangled. Slowed. Serpent Sting applied. He travel forms to get close. Bear form to get close. Big damage applied though. Sunday down to 30%. He's gonna need to get his heal off. Another scatter trap combo. Skills doc looking to just go straight into an aim shot multi-shot combo. Sunday trying to get distance down to 300 HP. Big damage while he was in human form there, and then a raptor strike to finish it off. Wow. That is not how I expected that round to go. I'm a little surprised at how much time Sunday spent outside of bear form there. There's a lot of cat and cheetah form and human form, and it really allowed the hunter to get some good damage in there.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought I just got back. Thought we were in intermission.
Nope. So we're gonna finish this series, and then we'll take a 5-minute break.
Got it.
Is Texas streaming? Texas, do you have a stream? If you do, let us know.
I'm not streaming at this current time. No.
Texas is not streaming. He does know what's going on. He's a very educated person. That's why we have him on the desk. Absolutely. We're getting compliments for you, Texas. You're doing an amazing job, and chat's just letting you know how amazing of a job you are doing.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So thank you, man, and good work.
I love the hunter duels. You don't get to see hunters very much in this dueling tournament.
Guys,
Another similar opener here. Right into a scatter trap off the bat. Stays in bear form. Goes for okay. Scare Beast is what I missed last time. Sorry, Scare Beast. Sunday lets that go off. You can actually change forms to stop that, but he decides to sit the Scare Beast. Slows him down with concussive. A charge should be coming. Charges him in here. Raptor strike. A couple wing clips. Wing clip of pride. Not improved wing clip, so he still gets to move. Get some dots rolling. Bear form. More bear form here is what Sunday needs. He's looking for another charge here. Distance closed. All right, there we go. Moonfire and insect swarm applied. This is what Sunday needs to do. Get the dots on, stay in barrel form, get in his face. Skills doc already down 30% mana. Sunday low on health though. He's gonna have to come out for a heal eventually. Scatter trap combo should be coming. There it is. See if he's gonna go for any eat drink. He has no dots applied. He can bandage. All right, he's gonna go for some distance into the shadow melt, eat and drink. 10 seconds left on that trap. That was not a DR trap. Okay, wow. That was just a... he probably has improved the talents for it. Grenade into a aim shot, multi-shot, gets nature swiftness. Concuss, it stuns. Improved concussive shot stuns. Pet tearing him up. Damage applied. Oh, he's trying to run away. If the druid has to run away and cheetah, the duel's going poorly. Bear form, and he's just going to get tore up. Skills doc making it look relatively easy for that matchup. That is a tough matchup, and Skills doc pulls it off.
Yeah, definitely an amazing job by Skills Doc. You love to see that. I think that's what your matchups were two. Was it you that had two Hunter versus Druid matchups last week, or was it another Hunter?
Yeah, last week it was me and Skills Doc. We went versus Drew Breeze, the Druid,
right?
And he 2-0'd us both. And it is a tough matchup when that bear form really just bear form takes away the damage. Can heal up. Can't take the mana when he's in bear form. It's a tough matchup.
Yeah. Okay. So you heard it from our Hunter on the desk. So the next matchup will be Faccio versus Relentless of round 3. That is the first series, guys. We are going to jump to an intermission, and we'll just be right back. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. If you like the content, be sure to support it. Use your Twitch Primes on solo stream, my stream. Horde, if we have any Horde in the channels. We are looking to do a Kromcrush Duelers League that is full server. Involve the Horde in Season 1 and invite the best from Alliance and Horde to a grand final. So if there are any Horde in chat, make sure you hit us up and try and sign up. We're looking to involve you guys as well. Thanks, everybody, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, you got a second?
1 minute. Hold on. Okay, I think we're back, boys and girls. We are back for round number 3, what is the quarterfinals of the Kromcrush Duelers League. Welcome back, everybody. Joining me on the desk, Solomonson, Solo, as he likes to be called, Texas Roadhouse. And we've seen some duels so far, and now we're going to see the best players of tonight continue to go at it. So again, thanks everybody. And it looks like the first matchup is going to be Gucci Mane, the Rogue, versus Faccio, the Shadow Priest. We're going to link the bracket in Twitch chat. And there you go. Take a look.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, we got a Shadow Priest versus a Rogue. We got Relentless versus what I believe is Classically Trained. Yes, Classically Trained versus Relentless. We're just
Okay, watch for maybe Faccio here to sandbag the first duel, get some major cooldowns out of the Rogue, and go big in the next two. It's kind of what he did to me. We'll see what he does here.
yeah, definitely. I think that's a great strategy. So here we go, the uncontested opener. A gouge into a blind. Maybe trying to stop the fear. I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. Expose armor being applied, allowing him to do a little bit more damage and cut through the armor that he does have. Fear being used, he instantly trinkets. And here we go, the dots have been applied. One Mind Flake cast. Looks like he either got interrupted or stepped out of it. He's going to opt to come out of Shadow Form, cast a little bit of a heal on himself. Looks like a renew, but he gets kidney shotted back into Shadow Form, taking quite a bit of damage. And a nade goes out. He vanishes and reopens, and here's a Mind Flay. It's pretty even right now, actually. Very even. Gucci Mane finishes the duel. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. That was it was looking to turn in Faccio's favor, but Gucci Mane ultimately just finishing it.
That had to be a 1600 plus crit at the end there, because Faccio was damn near 50% out, and he got destroyed.
Yeah, he he definitely got destroyed. That, like I said, I thought he was gonna actually take that, but Gucci Mane clearly had 1.6k 1.6k eviscerate confirmed.
Is that what he said?
Eviscerate.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
1.6. Yeah, because he was 50%. And he got leveled at the end. I thought Faccio was winning that one, but oof,
I bet he thought he had that too, man.
The opener looked pretty weird there for Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
He opened up with a regular kidney, cheap shot kidney gouge, and then he did the damage through the shield, and then he blinded. So it was a little weird that he battled his way through the shield, and then tried to reset to some degree. But here he goes in the second one with a cheap shot into another kidney. Kind of a repeat what he did last time, but he gets through the shield pretty quickly into a gouge. And at this time, the last duel, he used blind. Let's see what he does now. Just going for more damage. Another shield applied. Sprints away.
Trying to dodge the fear.
Nade
Doesn't
lands.
come.
Yeah.
But he gets the nade. He still has fear. He's holding on to the fear. And still pretty even. Oh, huge crit, but he gets the fear off on the crit. Absolutely perfect timing from Faccio on that fear, on the Psychic Scream. A nice job. That could be what he needed to take the duel, but the dots fall off, and it allows him to get a drink in stealth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He had it, and it slipped away from him as the dot expired, allowing him to get a re-stealth and a drink, which will obviously mean he gets a full reset uncontested opener unless Faccio somehow miraculously gets him out of stealth, but it's probably not going to happen. He does not have the human racial. We see a sap land, first aid to top himself off. A nice job by Gucci Mane there. He's going to re-stealth and open here, and
Good for Faccio.
it is definitely not looking good for Faccio. That is 100% accurate. And here we go, kidney shot at 39.5% health. This will be the closing of the duel, potentially, but he does land a fear out of the nade into a greater heal. He is risking losing a lot of mana on that greater heal, and now he is at 200 mana. He has nothing to work with. He is dotting and wanting, just withering away Gucci Mane. He still does have a chance if he can regen just enough mana just to take down that last 49% of Gucci Mane's health bar. 43% now. Shadowward Pain ticking for 6% of Gucci Mane's health. 36%. Faccio could survive this and wither Gucci Mane away, but the sap comes out, somehow landing a sap. He might be able to get a re-stealth after the dot expires.
Fall off.
Dot is going to expire any second now, and he will get the re-stealth unless sap breaks. There it is. He opts to first aid. It does look like he landed a re-sap, though. He will get a first aid, putting himself up to around 50% health, and Faccio is still Sorry, sapped. He gets out of the sap just as Gucci Mane approaches. He lands the Psychic Scream.
Oh, he snuck the
Oh
fear
my
in.
goodness, the fears have been so on point this game. A nice job by
He has
Faccio.
no mana.
He does have no mana, but he is in a position to wither him down with a 6% damage every time the dot ticks, the Shadow Word Pain. With his wand, he can take that 39% health away from Gucci Mane. He just has to get one more nice fear, and that could be dual. He'll get enough mana for surely one more cast as well. 24% now. The Shadow Word Pain doing so much work. 18%. A nade from Gucci Mane. A fear coming out. It's going to be Faccio down to 2% on Gucci Mane, and Faccio closes the duel with absolutely no mana. Nice job by Faccio, turning it around when we thought all hope was lost and claiming the duel to even the series out at 1 apiece. Nice job. This duel's going to game 3.
That was so close both ways. Man, Faccio was for the last minute and a half of that duel. Gucci was at 5% 2 different times. Got 2 monster bandages off to go damn near back to full. I think cooldowns are going to be back up for the Rogue, though. That was such a long duel, the second one, that I think the Rogue is about to bring a storm here for this.
Yeah, that's what a duel that was. Well played. Man, Faccio's fears were
momentarily here
on point that game. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize I was muted in Discord. That was a hype duel, man. Okay, here we go.
No, not you were. I heard you.
You weren't.
Oh, okay. Alright, here we go.
Cheap shot kidney.
Yep. Uncontested opener. Here we go. He likes to do the stuns into a gouge. It seems like that's his opening rotation. Into the blind again. Looks like he's able to get out of that immediately. Potentially using the item, I forget what it's called, causes damage. Misses the nade. This is a good opener for Faccio. He has avoided the blind. He has avoided the nade. Let's see what he can do now. He is casting a heal even though he's at 90% health. He gets kidneyed on the heal. He will surely take quite a bit of damage now. He's opting the flash heal, but he gets gouged on it. Gucci Mane is being withered down as Faccio survives. He comes out of shadow form, obviously, to cast those heals. Goes back into it just now. He will land a fear that gets trinketed immediately by Gucci. And here we go. Huge damage from Gucci. Closing out the series. Gucci Mane moving on. Classically trained. Getting another competitor for a second week in a row into the semifinals. Congratulations, Classically Trained and Gucci Mane. Faccio, well played, sir. Thank you for coming out. And, yeah, I mean, he's saying nice reflect. So, obviously, we saw a nice reflect that clearly I missed. But the Ultra Flash Shadow Reflector coming in huge for Gucci Mane. And nice duels, boys. That was fun to watch.
I guess I have been chat banned for linking the dueling tournament. Oof.
How can you get chat banned in your own Twitch chat?
No, chat banned in WoW.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no, dude!
I got DC'd, I couldn't get back in for a while, and now I can't talk. So just be careful. I guess that's not okay.
Yeah, so there's actually a rule you want to...
Yeah, there was a big shadow reflecting in that duel there that I didn't catch it either. But it was a big finisher like in the first. It was a big finisher like in the first duel where he had that big eviscerate crit. That shadow reflector helped close that second one, or the third duel rather.
Yep. And so we see the next duel being set up here. It has commenced. It's a Shadow Priest versus Warlock. Tough matchup for Odinson, but doable if he plays absolutely perfect. I think he might be able to sneak a win out here. Let's see what he does. Dots on both players have been applied, and here we go. We see the opening Mind Flays being cast. We see the Zoo coming out. The Barovs being used, and that's going to be applied onto McBolt. And actually, it does look like it's hitting his pet, but it doesn't look like
turned on the pet.
Odin's. That happened last week as well. I'm not sure if there's something to do with the Barovs hitting the pet, but nonetheless, Odinson getting fairly low. A Blackout proc, though, does stop a little bit of damage, allows Odinson to get some breathing room. He does get a little bit of a heal off, but it's not looking too good for him. He is pretty low on mana. He's able to get a Mind Blast off, a Mind Flay here. He does have Vampiric Embrace up, which will heal him for 20% of the damage he deals. So if he can go full offensive, he can heal from it. But he is now, and McBolt looks to close out the duel. Odinson, there's not much he can do at this point. He is just going to rot from this damage. and it's not looking too good. He has no mana to keep himself alive. He silences McBolt, giving himself a couple of seconds, but it's not enough. McBolt easily handles the Shadow Priest, and classically trained, looking to get another player into the semifinals. McBolt up 1-0 on Signatus and Odinson.
Yeah, good try there from Odinson. It just seems like Warlock's just a better version of the Shadow Priest, right? Putting the dots up, wanding away. But the Warlock is just better at it, and he has a pet to boot. And yeah, the Warlock takes that. Overall, looked pretty easy. We'll see if maybe Odinson was holding something back for the second duel. We'll see if he can turn the tides. But this is kind of leaning towards a 2-0 here. Warlock is just so tough.
Okay, so yeah, I think you said it the best. He's basically a thrift shop version of a Warlock.
Yeah.
He's it's not too easy to deal with Warlocks, and unfortunately it's a tough,
Careful.
very touch matchup for him. So
I did just get chat banned for that.
yeah, you can't get banned for saying it once.
True, I did.
You have to
say it all day
you have to
long.
say it twice in the same chat channel within 30 seconds. That qualifies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Duel number 2 has commenced. Odinson at 68% early. He does have dots applied. He is looking to get some damage out. He's doing a little bit better on the damage this time, but he's just dead. He's just dead. He's at 8% health, looking to get the flash heal off. Not in time, though. McBolt claps him, handles it easily. Odinson finishes off, getting to round number 3. Fairly successful night for Odinson. As we said last week, he is one of the more known duelers on the servers, so we love to see him out here. But McBolt sending him back to the training grounds. And
yeah, unfortunate for him to run into the Warlock in his second match. He got his revenge against the Holy Paladin, but runs into McBolt, the winner from last week, and McBolt's looking to go back-to-back wins, and you'd wonder if guilds are going to start sending more Warlocks, because it's looking pretty easy so far for McBolt.
okay,
Beer Wizard gave him a slight run for his money last week.
yeah. So yeah, Beer Wizard had that crazy duel, man. I love watching that guy play. He is absolutely a pleasure to watch. But fortunately, he can't make it tonight, so he is not here. So this next matchup, guys, I just want to say this is probably the most anticipated matchup on Kromcrush, at least in my personal opinion. We have Rez here, like I said earlier, qualified in the GCD tournament tonight, and now he's coming here onto Classic. Here we go, uncontested opener. They will rotate, and then in the third duel they'll start 20 yards apart. A huge opener for Rez. He could just end the duel here. And it looks like it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. He does use a blind, though. Interesting choice. Didn't want to let Gondar get a single global off because he knows what could happen if that does happen. Rez looks to close out the duel fairly easily. Now, it's important to keep in mind, guys, so this is how it's going to go. Each stealth class in a stealth versus stealth duel, each stealth class gets one uncontested opener. So next duel, this one coming up right now, will be Gondar's turn to do that to Rez. On the third duel, assuming Gondar wins, the third duel they will start 20 yards apart, and there will be no uncontested opener. They must stay 20 yards apart. They cannot go farther than that. They must close in until they find each other, and that's how the third duel will work. If we get to a third duel, that is the rules for stealth. You can check the rules in KDL Discord. I believe that's what we have set up. Rez versus Gondar. Gondar's opener on the second duel. And here we go.
Gondar didn't even get to play the first one. He actually didn't get to play. 0 movement, 0 buttons pressed. So we'll see what he does here with his opener.
Yep, here we go. We see this opening sap coming out. And looks like he will close in for the cheap shot. Into a gouge. Into a nade. Rez able to get a global off, maybe. No global used. Eats a blind, allowing Gondar to get the re-stealth. Not as much damage coming out from Gondar on this opener as Rez had. Rez able to use globals. He gets the gouge and he gets away from the opener. This is huge. This is the momentum that Rez needed. He needed to get that stealth. He gets it. Now both rogues and stealth, they're so close to each other. Oh, Rez is getting a little bit of distance. Looks like they're both just searching for each other. This is a little bit of a wide open area. Rez lands the sap. He can turn it around here. I'll just kill that ad quick. I'll kill all these ads. Here we go. Rez gets the opener. We see the cheap shot onto Gondar. Gondar about to lose. Rez, kitty shot. He 2-0s Gondar on Gondar's opener. Embarrassing. Just embarrassing, really. I mean, Rez just handled him. Sending the Kargath Bandit out of the tournament. See you later. And, oh man, what a duel from Rez. Great job.
Yeah, it looks like Rez resisted the cheap shot from Gondar, giving him the opening to fight back. Gondar couldn't.
Rez is not AFK at a flight point.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, hold on. Before we talk too much shit, let's give a shout out to Gondar. He is notably one of the best players on the server. He is currently sitting rank 11 for last week. He is the Kargath Bandit. He is from Welcome, and he is a Knight Champion, which is the highest rank on our server at the moment. So this guy is for real. He's a great player, and thanks for coming out, man. But Rez, love to see it, man. I love to watch you play, and congrats on moving on to the semis, man.
Yeah, if you want to see more action from Gondar, you can check him out in AV. He'll be the one trying to solo Gal while everybody else tries to close out the BG. You can catch him fighting lieutenants.
There you go. If you want to play with Gondar, just head to Galv's room. All right. Okay, so we're actually jumping into the next matchup fairly quick here. We have a Mage versus Hunter. It is Toggle versus Skills Doc. I believe these two are guildies. They have made it through the bracket, and now they are facing each other. A nade being used. It does land onto Toggle here, creating the distance that Skills Doc needed. And Texas, I'm going to switch over to you. You are the Hunter on the desk. Next duel, maybe.
Big resist on the nade there from Skills Doc. So he gets a grenade to land for him, and then Toggle tries to get a grenade back, and it doesn't land. So I believe I saw Toggle try to polymorph from there in the beginning, but he also used the Barov peasant collars. I'm sorry. The Barov peasant collar, yeah. And so he tries to poly, but then he canceled it thinking, oh, well, they're just going to break the poly. And so there wasn't really much counterplay in that duel. It was just chasing the Hunter down, trying to dead zone him. I still believe the Hunter has his trinket too, which is such a big deal for this matchup to get out of the first Nova. Because up until the phase 2 with the trinkets, this is such a bad matchup for Hunter. But with that, being able to get out of the first Nova and create distance and avoid the dead zone. But here we go. Opens up with a Serpent Sting. Kona Cold misses. Here comes the Nova. Nova lands into a net, so they're just face to face. So he did use a trinket in the first one because he stands still in this first Nova. Reflects the big Frostbolt. That was a max ring Frostbolt into a big Raptor Strike. It just takes him down. Toggle is not ready for the Frost Reflect.
Goodness, that Raptor Strike hits hard, man.
Yeah, I'm curious if he has improved Raptor Strike for that big damage, big crit chance. Because that was big damage from that Raptor Strike.
That was massive. Okay. So there we have it. Skillsdo with a quick 2-0, making fast work of his guildmate Toggle. Congratulations, man. Moving on to the semifinals for tonight, week number 2, the Kromcrush Duelers League. So that does fill out our bracket, I believe, for the semis. Gucci Mane versus McBolt will be the first matchup of the semifinals tonight. Yep. Confirmed.
So we have the Warlock back in action here versus Rogue. If there's a class that can give a Warlock a run for its money, it's going to be Rogue, but it's still going to be so tough for the Rogue to do anything here. Out comes the Void Walker. Soul Link active. Yeah, he puts the pet far away. McBolt knows what he's doing here.
Absolutely, he does. Of course, as we've said about 10 times.
He did the same thing last time versus Rogues. He didn't let the Rogue get a sap and kill the pet while he sapped. Gucci Mane's going to use Sprint to get over to the pet, though. He's still going to go for the pet kill. If he doesn't get the pet kill in the first sap here, this duel is pretty much over. Pet's going down 60%. He's working. Sap 5 seconds. Pet is still 50%. He's not going to be able to kill his pet. Here, he breaks. He's out of the sap. Dots are applied. Pet is still healthy. He can sack the pet anytime he wants. Net used. He's still working on the pet.
Can he maybe get a blind so he can't sack it? Is that...
He sacks the pet before that can happen, yeah. McBolt is ready for all the tricks.
Okay, so keep in mind, guys, he cannot sack twice, although this duel does look like it's going to come to an end. 1-0 for McBolt. The Warlocks can only use their sacrifice once in a duel, as opposed to last week where they were able to use it twice in a single duel. Just so everybody is aware. We are looking to make it fair, and we don't want to see Warlocks just win everything, so we are kind of keeping an eye. We're not going to change any rules tonight, and hopefully not for the rest of the season, but if we do, it might have something to do with Warlocks, so just keep an eye out for any announcements. But nonetheless, nothing to take away from McBolt. Well played, man, and 1-0 for him.
So he can sack again, right? It's just once per duel?
He can sack again. It's once per duel. Is the rule, yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're going to see McBolt with the same strategy, put the pet far away. I'll tell you what, Gucci Mane did not get close. That was not close at all on the pet. He's going to have to hope for some better damage, bigger crits or something, because that pet he came out of that sap and he still had 50% left on his pet and easily was able to get that sack off.
I think if he's not able to kill the pet in a sap, I think the option is maybe leave the pet, like go kill the pet, and then run back for a blind, and then vanish and sap out of the blind. Like the pet will certainly die. I don't know if that's even a thing, but anyways, he opts to open on McBolt. He says, "To hell with the pet. I don't care about it. I'm gonna blind the pet." So he does. He gouges McBolt. The pet does get out of the blind. Exposed armor being applied onto McBolt. Or actually, sorry, no, never mind. It's a shrink ray. Okay, a nade being used. It does get duffed or resisted. Does not land. McBolt using his nade. It does not land either, but he does have a lot of pressure onto Gucci Mane. He uses the death coil, and this is certainly the end of the duel. A nice job by McBolt, creating the distance and just really just handling him with ease. 100% health bar at the end of the duel. Yeah. Good duels, Gucci Mane. You had a couple bangers tonight. Love to see it. Some great duels from you. And again, McBolt this is the semis, yeah? McBolt just moves on to the finals.
In the finals.
He is on to the finals for the second week in a row. This could potentially be our first repeat champion and our only champion for that matter.
Also to note, that was they're both in classically trained.
Yes.
So classically trained really having a good showing in the Duelers League so far.
Absolutely. Classically
Next
trained.
we got Rez from Signatus and Skillstocks from Friends with Benefits for the semifinals.
Okay, cool. So
this is a pretty even duel here. The Trinket's going to play a big part in this for the Hunter. He can either trinket the cheap shot or trinket the kidney. We'll see. Waiting for the kidney is probably the better play. So I'm looking for this duel to go 1-1. The duel where he uses the trinket, he should win. The one that he doesn't have him for, he should lose. And the third one's kind of up in the air. We'll see how it goes, but we'll see how it plays out. Rez knows this matchup really well. I've dueled him a couple times. I think he's dueled Hunter's quite a bit.
I think he's the low key. Like he's not honor farming like a lot of the good PvPers are. But goddamn, does this guy know his stuff, man? He is out there dueling every class as much as he can, and he was, like I said, he's the inspiration that made the KDL, and he understands this 1v1, classic WoW scenario almost as good as anybody does. So look for him to make some plays. And Texas, I got a wager for you. Since we're live on stream, I'd like to bet 10 gold on Rez if you'll take the offer. Hunter versus Rogue if you want to bet on your class.
talking about the just the complete series take.
Yeah, series. I bet on Res 10G if he'll take it.
I want to take Res 2 though,
Oh,
because
fuck.
being
Okay.
a Night Elf hunter here, he can't break blind, so it's a little bit harder for him
I
to
will
win this
take.
matchup.
I'll take a 5 gold bet. That's all I got left on skills. That's fine.
Okay.
All my money went to
You
PvP.
guys heard it. This is a 5 gold bet.
Big money.
This is basically breaking the bank. Me and Solo's bank. We're all in. Everything we have on this bet. I'm hoping Rez wins. He's hoping Skilldog wins, and one of us is gonna be broke in about 3 minutes. So
Okay, watch for the trinket here from the hunter. See where he uses his trinket at. We'll see if Rez is ready to maybe if he trinkets the cheap shot, if he's ready to just instantly punish him for that. We'll see how this goes. Cheap shot, trinkets it. Trinket, he just goes straight trinket, scatter, trap. Rez doesn't react to the trinket. He could have kidneyed off of that. Hunter's mark applied. Look like he's going for an aim shot or grenade into an aim shot. Sprints at him, slowed with concussive shot, vanishes, closes the distance. Here comes the big opener. Big damage coming out kidney. No trinket for this one. Bringing him down to 40%. Still sitting in kidney. Into a grenade. Gouge. Both players about 50%. Skills docs now down to 30%. Wing clip is not applied. He's blinded here. Pet's just keeping him from going back into stealth.
he popped evasion on the wing clip there.
Is that what? Okay.
So he dodged
He gets
it.
out of the wing clip there and just finishes it.
Nice. Okay. Good job by Rez. Evasion's
a little cheeky thing that Skills Doc that can change this duel is when he's in the freezing trap. If you put a flare on the freezing trap and get that concussive shot right before he breaks the freezing trap with aim shot, Rez has to wait before vanishing to get rid of that slow, and it gives him that extra time to do damage there. So that can definitely be a difference maker.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, you heard it from our hunter expert on the desk. Look for that to happen, and looks like duel number 2 is underway in just a second here.
So there's no trinket for this one.
Right.
So this opener is going to hurt way more than it did last time. All right, here's the cheap shot. Oh, okay, just a cheap shot only. Poison applied. He's moving so slow. He gets the scatter trap. Pet walking slow with his owner, saying, "Where are you going, Dad?" Trying to get as much space spot. Boom, poison ends. Flares the. Okay, he gets the flare down. Aim shot into concussive. He can't vanish here, so now he has to sit that slow concussive. Grenade doesn't land. He's still holding on. He eats that full slow duration. Look at the damage being applied. Finally catches up, gets a kidney shot, but he's sitting so low. Serpent Sting's gonna kill him. Serpent Sting and the pet tag team him down. And Skills Doc ends the duel with 70%.
Enigma with
that
the
flare.
Blow. That flare was good.
You see what the flare does there with the concussive? It's when the concussive lands, Rez has to just eat that entire slow. There's nowhere for him to go because if he vanishes, the flare just stops it.
I'm about to double my net worth, best mage.
If Skills Doc wins this next round, we have a hunter in the finals. That would be so exciting.
Yeah, that would be nuts. And how do hunters fare against warlocks? Or I'll save that question if he wins. Okay.
Here we go. Cheap shot in the kidney. He doesn't get the scatter. He broke the last kidney following the cheap shot, but here it goes full combo into a grenade. Oh boy, the pet's hitting him though. He gets out, scatter trap. He wasn't ready for that to break. There he is, Hunter's mark into a trap. He gets so much distance. There's no poison applied. Look how far he gets away. Flare's put down, and he's going to get the bandage up. There's going to be no aim shot out of this, I don't believe. Oh, he still has time for aim shot. Big crit. Oh, concussive shot slows him down. He sprints, vanishes. He needs to open up big here. Big aim shot crit. Just put this duel one-sided. Kidney shot. He's pumping out the damage, 45%. He doesn't have that much time. He needs to kill him right now. Blind. Ooh, he's gonna be able to bandage here. Oh nope, Pet's gonna stop the bandage. Pet keeping the health low. Bandage is gonna end here any second into a gouge. Pet still just hitting him. 1,200 life left. 600 life left. Scatter. Into a trap. He
No!
needs a trap resist there.
Oh my god!
He's at
Guess
the
who's
mercy.
eating at Texas Roadhouse tonight, baby?
No!
Mercy of the hunter. In comes the pet.
No!
Boom, boom. Hunter wins.
Nice
Oh,
duel,
boy,
Skills Doc.
Skills Doc.
Wow.
Making all hunters proud worldwide.
Hell yeah, that was very well played by Skills Doc. An amazing series. Good job. Rez, congrats, buddy. Improving to the semifinals this week. And unfortunate, that was so close, man. I would have loved to see you win that, but now I owe Solo 5 gold, so I'm broke. I'm looking to have you pay me that when you can. Thanks. And wow, Skills Doc, what a duel. Huge duels from Skills Doc, securing the victory over Rez the Rogue, and ultimately moving to the KDL week number 2 grand finals, which will see Skills Doc the Hunter representing Friends with Benefits, the guild, versus Classically Trained's week number 1 champion, the Warlock, McBolt, in the grand finals. And of course, guys, the grand finals is a best of 5, not a best of 3. So keep that in mind. This is the last series of the night, and it will be best of 5. What do you guys' thoughts? Texas, maybe you could take us down, or take us through the what it might look like for a Hunter versus a Warlock.
Yeah, this is tough. Obviously, it's Warlock, but I personally have tried a couple different things. With this being such a big area here, he's really going to want to use as much spacing as possible. He's going to have to eat the first round of dots, but after that, he's going to want to keep that max hunter range and still do as much as he can without actually having much pressure applied to him. And then maybe he can burn. He should have to. The damage the hunter can put out should make McBolt absolutely have to eat his pet, but typically the hunter is not going to be able to recover after all the damage that's being applied to him. There are opportunities to try to scatter and then kill the pet so that the Warlock can't eat it, but that's really difficult to do. We'll see what approach he takes. I think just the mobility, he's going to have to really keep his distance. Maybe some eating and drinking and bandages because the dots are going to tear him up. Hopefully a Shadow Reflector because that's obviously a must to get any type of win here. I'd still give this a huge Warlock edge here.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Warlocks have a massive advantage in most matchups. So again, like I said, guys, we are looking to make it a little bit more even, but he will only be able to sacrifice once per duel. We see the Viper Sting coming out immediately. Some decent
stuns him.
Damage coming out. Actually, it's fairly even so far. Scatter being applied, probably a trap out of this.
That was resisted, I believe.
That feels bad, man. Well, that opens the door for McBolt to really get some pressure out here, and it looks like a death coil, and that'll just finish the duel. Wow, so you think he resisted it? That's very lucky and unfortunate at the same time.
It's either that or the pet resisted it because it looks like both the pet and the Warlock were entangled with each other there, and it looked like the hunter stutter stepped because he didn't want to trap the pet. So I don't know what exactly happened with the trap and if it resisted or if it even went down, but the pet definitely caused some issues there for his original plan with the trap. But if that first trap doesn't land, there is no way the hunter will have any shot. I also don't believe he used Shadow Reflector that duel, so
okay.
He's gonna really want to hit the if he can hit the Shadow Reflector on the coil, that's gonna be such a game changer.
Yeah, if you can reflect a coil, I mean that would be an absolute game changer, but very hard to predict. I mean, you can have a general idea of when they're going to pop it, but Again, there's no, there's no cast on it or anything like that, so you really have to pop it at the exact perfect time. Here we go. Duel number 2 is about to commence. 1-0 for McBolt of Classically Trained, looking to repeat as the champion of week number 2. And Skillstock looking to come in and be the new champion. So here we go. Scatter trap being applied to McBolt.
Okay, he gets him this time.
Yes.
There's no dots on skills at this point. Okay.
Couple of wing clips coming out for the pet.
Boom. Grenade lands after the trap. Pet gets sent in. Aim shot, multi-shot, regular shot. Boom. Down to 70% for McBolt. Viper. Another approved concussion shot. Good luck on the concussion shots. Mana's getting drained. Health's getting drained. He still can eat that pet though. Another scatter trap. The trap resists. He had a chance if that trap went through, and the trap resisted. Improved wing clip though. Gets him stationary, but the damage is coming in. The pet gets sacked.
Well, if you can whip a Root-Tuber, you could take it.
He's not gonna be able to break through the shield. That was a fresh pet shield.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he had that duel if that trap.
I think so
there.
too.
I think he was gonna win that one. Oh man.
Unfortunate.
He has had good RNG on his concussive shots though, and like all these duels I've seen, it's only depending on how far he has to talent it up. It's, let me see, 20% at max rank, and I swear it seems like it's 50% for him at this point.
Yeah, that's. I think you're right. I think he had that. I mean, that was looking so good for Skillstock. Of course, we did see the late sacrifice. I'm not sure if he does have Whipper Tubers, but if he does, I think if that trap lands, he has a very good chance of winning. And if he had a Whipper Tuber, even with the sacrifice, he would have even more so had a chance. But unfortunate, that's the second resist of a Frost Trap that we are seeing so far. 2 duels, 2 resists on traps. Very, very lucky for McBolt.
Looking at his gear, he still has the Shadow Reflector on. So if he got that close without using Shadow Reflector, I'm certain he can take one with Shadow Reflector. And then if he can win one without it, he almost did last round. This is close. I'm not going to lie. This seems kind of close. Okay, dual flags down. Should be starting any second.
Yep. Okay.
We have another duel going on, kind of close to this duel.
That's okay. We just won't pay attention to that one. Okay, here we go.
Opens up with scatter. No dots have been applied.
Oh,
But he trapped the pet. Oh no. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But it looks like he reflected the coil there.
that's what we needed. That's what we needed.
All dots applied. Not having that first, he's gonna need another scatter, but he has probably 10 seconds left on it. Wing clip comes out.
Escape art is
Dots
the
are
wing
just
clip.
tearing him up. He's so low. He needs scatter trap. Yeah. Trapping the
You know
pet,
what?
that's-
He came
it's so
close.
rough.
Okay, he came close, but he did not come close enough. Everyone, we're gonna zoom in. This is your week number 2 champion, and the only champion that the Kromcrush Duelers League has ever seen. McBolt of Classically Trained. Congratulations on securing the victory, bringing your guild 5 more points in the standings, which I believe will put you guys in, or sorry, won't put you guys in number 1. You are already number 1, but they will remain in the number 1 spot, I believe, from collecting all these points. Congratulations, guys, and thanks everybody that was involved in tonight's.
That's McBolt, but
Let's
you
get
know
him in
what?
here and talk to him.
You know what? I'm
Yep.
sick of him. I'm sick of McBolt. I want someone to come out
Oh.
here. Someone come
I
out
agree.
here and knock McBolt out. I'm sick of him. But congrats, well played. But someone has to put a stop to this. Can't go week after week having him win. Who's got what it takes?
Let's grab them and bring them into the channel.
All right.
Okay. Do we have oh, sorry, I dragged the wrong person. Give me a second. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, we got the squad joining the channel. Congratulations, McBolt.
McBolt, could you step closer to the microphone, please?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. We want to get you right in here, front and center.
Quiet. All right.
Okay. So
Where am I going?
you're
right
good.
now?
You're good where you are. The microphone's right in front of your face, so I think we can hear you.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's start with our runner-up, Skills Doc. You had an amazing run, man. Congratulations on making the finals tonight, and what a run it was. Any thoughts on tonight, the grand finals? Anything you could have done better, or wish you had changed? What are your thoughts on placing number 2 tonight, Skills?
Oh man, it was awesome. I was super nervous, so kind of still trying to get over that. I think there's room for improvement, just like staying calm. So I think that should just come with another couple weeks of doing this. And I don't know, just keybinds are crazy with all the engineering stuff and whipper-root tubers. So I'm kind of getting used to that too. But it was great competition and all that. And I'm really happy I made it this far.
Awesome. Okay, I got one more question for you, then we'll throw it over to McBolt. What are your thoughts on the very first duel number 1 of the grand finals and duel number 2 of the grand finals, and having both of your frost traps in both of those duels resist back-to-back duels?
Well, so when I was against McBolt, he was actually immune and not. It said immune specifically, not resist. So we think there's some type of like DR with the grenade or something.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, so there was something different there for sure.
Okay, well that's a great lead-off question, McBolt, our champion tonight. You clearly were not able to be trapped for the first 2 duels of the grand finals. Can you just walk us through what might have happened?
Yeah. I mean, when he feigns death, I feign death, I lose the target, right? So I gotta like always click on him and keep my pet attacking. So I think the second or third duel I did that, and I actually moved him to where he took the trap for me. The first duel, yeah, I was surprised on that second trap that I wasn't gonna just eat a full one. I assumed it resists, but it seems like there's some kind of DR going on with other items. It was definitely really close that first duel. It was like I was almost dead, and I had the sack, so I don't get a second sack because of the rules. So it was very, very, very close. Good duel.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we appreciate both you guys being here, and congrats to both you guys. We're gonna get the standings done. McBolt, any final words for the viewers and the people of Kromcrush?
I don't know. Just thanks for inviting me. I definitely have fun doing these things. And I would not care at all if you guys decided to ban SL. I get to play my preferred spec, which is NF Conflag anyways. So
Wow, you heard it from our champion Warlock.
Right.
Look for changes in the Warlock.
I'm gonna win anyways.
Okay.
They did it in the classic. They did it in the classic dueling league,
Right, and
So
that's kind of what we're mimicking off of. So I appreciate we all appreciate you being open to that, and that makes it a lot easier for us to make a decision that makes it a little bit more fair.
Yeah,
So thank you.
that's
And
fine with me, guys.
on that note, just keep an eye out on
Chime in real
announcements
quick.
in case we do make a change.
Sounds good. Okay.
Thanks, man, though, and great duels as always.
All right, thanks, guys. Great
Great
tournament
win,
again.
McBolt. Skills
I
Doc,
definitely
making
like this
hunters
area
proud. Yeah, big open area. Skills Doc, I'm so proud of the hunter, man. Great hunter play there, and McBolt, another win, making the dueling league look easy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, so we have just 3 more guys I want to touch on before we end the stream. Alchemist of Welcome, Jfish of Relentless, and where's our other guy? Sporky of Classically Trained. Oh, I'm gonna drag him back in.
Hey,
Sporky.
you wanna duel, McBolt?
I just wanna. These guys were admin tonight. They were behind the scenes. They helped set up the whole thing. They just dedicated 3 hours of their time, and I just want to thank you guys and open the floor if you guys have anything you guys want to say to the streams or the server.
I just want to say that it was thanks for hosting it and doing everything you did. I think it went pretty smooth. Last week was pretty smooth also. I think we're just continuing to grow and get a little bit better each week, and I'm pretty happy with the way it went.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. I know that we all appreciate. Everybody should appreciate these guys because they make this happen. So, thanks all 3 of you guys. And if
Thanks
anybody
to
else
Contest Mage for
has any
putting this all
sign-ups.
together.
Yeah, oh yeah, solo in Texas as well. Thanks, guys. Just thank you, everybody. And
Thank you, Beth.
guys. Fun
Thanks
time.
for watching.
absolutely. Okay, signing off. Cheers, everybody.
See ya.
Broken.
See ya.
McBolt, you still in here?
No, he left. He's down on his channel.